What's up, YouTube? Hammond Doc here, Dr. Kemp. And today I'm going to talk about Hammond organ keys. Now, when I talk about keys, I'm not talking about the key that a song is played in, like the key of G or the key of A flat or the key of B flat or E flat. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about actual organ keys, Hammond organ keys. In order to play an organ, you have to have keys. And sometimes a musician will break a key. Now, it takes quite a bit of pressure to break a key. For example, I've never, in my entire time of playing the Hammond organ, I've played the Hammond organ since I was 12 years old, and I'm now 54 years old. I've never broken a Hammond organ key while playing the organ. I can't say that I haven't broken a key. I think one time I used to play for this church, and my youngest child at the time, who was my middle son, he was the youngest child at the time, came and got on my lap while I was on the organ, and I thought he was sitting there, and I thought he was about to fall, and when I went to catch him, and my elbow hit the keyboard, and I popped the key, but I've never broken a key because I played too hard. But there are some musicians who can play too hard and actually break a key. And then the church try to find themselves trying to mend the key and use glue to glue the key and all kinds of things like that. But the best approach to dealing with a broken key is to replace the key. Now, you can't just take any key and put it there. You need to use an Hammond organ key for B3, C3, A 100 series. You must use the right key, and not only must you use the right organ type of key, but you need to use the right key for the key that's been damaged or broken. For example, this is a B that I'm holding in my hand. This is a B. And how do I know it's B? Because inside here it reads, there's a B. It says B on the inside there. Let's see if you can see that. Maybe you can see it. B. There it is. See? B. I have a box of keys here. Here's a G. Okay. Another one. Here's a E. And here's a C. Now I also have the black keys as well. And these keys are made out of a bake-like material. Like, they're not ivory, but a hard shell type of bake-like material covering the same type of material that's used in the tremolo switch. And I'm going to have to do a video on that as well. But here's a black key. And I'm looking to see if there's a way to distinguish that, but here's a couple of them. They all look, these all look alike here. Here's 3 black ones, 4. I have several of them in the box. And here's one. Here's a white one. This is a F key. So, and notice that each of these keys have the little ends on them here. They're easily replaced. The thing about them is that you have to lift the keyboard. That's the hard work, is you lifting the keyboard, removing the bolts, lifting the keyboard up, getting to the keyboard, getting to the keys. That's where the work comes in, and then it's a matter of removing the screw that holds this down, and taking the key out and putting this key back in. It's not this is not rocket science to do it, but it requires some time, patience, and some knowledge, especially when you go to put the organ back together. It's easier to take the organ apart and to replace the key than it is to put it back together. And that's not impossible, of course. Obviously, it's not impossible, but it requires more patience to put the organ back together than it did for you to take it apart. But this is what a key looks like, and then you have to, once you get it in, and you screw the little screw here, you screw, see this little area fits over a screw there, and once it's in there, you have to screw it properly so it gets the right tension. And if it's too loose, then it's going to be like that, and then you don't want it too stiff either, because you have to be able to push the key down. So you have to get the perfect tension, and that comes from experience and from doing it. And if you're a musician, there's a touch. Musicians, we have a touch, and you can touch it, and you know, okay, that's right. That feels right. It feels right. And the thing about it is, you have more than one key on a keyboard, so you want all your keys to have similar pressure. You don't want to have some keys more stiff than other keys and some lighter. You don't want that. And so it's important that you have your keys at the right tension, that as much as possible all your keys is at the same level of tension, so that you get a nice even movement of the fingers as you play. All right, so I think that's enough about the keys. I got some more videos that I'm going to do about organs, because generally in the past I've done videos on Leslie's and Leslie amplifiers and so forth, and I'm sure I'll do some more on those as well. But I just wanted to pull some organ stuff out of the box, so I'll do some more organ repair and organ, show you some organ components as well. All right, so this is Dr. Kemp, Hammond Doc, saying to you, until the next video, peace out.